is Nitu Chandra and you're watching me on ETimes. Keep watching.
Hi, this is Amina Sheikh here, and with me today I have the stunning, gorgeous Nitu Chandra, who's going to talk about her upcoming film. And of course, that film is a Hollywood film. So let's welcome her on ETimes and hear from her. Welcome, Nitu, on
Thank
ETimes.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about your Hollywood debut. We have gotten very excited with this debut of yours because, of course, you have made India proud with such a good debut.
Thank you so much. This is Never Back Down Revolt, and it's a franchise of Sony Pictures. Never Back Down came in 2008, first one, then the second came in 13, third came in 17. This is the fourth edition. And I got to play Jaya, which is one of the main leads among two girls. I got to do my own action, drama. We shot in London in 1 degrees, and it was literally really, the amazing shoot. I had Tim Mann as my fight master. I had Kelly Madison, my director, and the person who had faith in me, who trusted me, is my producer, David Zanon. And I can't thank him enough. Thank you, David, for giving me this opportunity, and Sony for making things happen, which was beyond imagination.
We also saw you doing so many good stunts. The martial arts is something like, you breathe martial arts. I must say that. What excited you? And, I really want to know, since the age of 3, you have been doing martial arts.
Yeah.
So tell us something about that journey of yours, because I've seen you at peace while doing it.
Yes, sometimes some things which you do is that you're very comfortable with it. I think my body language is such where, in general life also, since I've been doing martial arts since my childhood, in general life, the way I sit, the way I talk, the comfortable and the confident person I am, all comes because of my martial arts background. My family keeps joking that ये तो सीधा खड़ी नहीं होती है, हमेशा हिलती रहती है. And the most time if I'm sitting at home with the family, I'm sitting in a stretch position, like I have 180-degree stretch, which is my comfort zone to sit. Or I'm sitting and my legs like just going up generally. Generally. My brother keeps commenting, and वो हमेशा ये कहता है कि मम्मी देखिए नीतू दीदी अपना पैर तोड़ रही है. So they don't realize that's my comfort zone. Martial arts, taekwondo is what I've been training, and I think that's my comfort zone. But as an actor, I also have been doing theatre. I've done Umrajan, a lot of shows from plays. I play a girl from 17 years of age to 85. Rekha Bhadwaji's music. So drama also comes very easy to me, I think, as an actor. So this movie is drama and action, which became very, very comfortable. I'm so happy, and I would literally advocate and request all the parents to train their kids in martial arts, any form of martial arts, because it's not only physical, it's mental as well. They will be mentally very, very strong to present themselves in front of the world. That's what my mother did, and the credit is to her where I am today.
That's quite nice to hear. But also, Neetu, you have credited your mother. You have also spoken about, I really want to know about your journey, how it started, What made you pursue acting?
Well, I would say destiny. I come from Bihar, and I'm very proud of it, because Bihar has taught me to be rooted, to be where I am, to go out in the world and, make the best of your ability. चूँकि मैं बिहार से आती हूँ, तो मुझे ज़मीन की परख है और कहते हैं ना पहचान है. और अब मैं हॉलीवुड कर रही हूँ, तो वो टॉप ऑफ द टॉप एलीट क्लास के साथ भी घूमती हूँ. तो any story or any film or any lifestyle is between these two, right? तो मुझे लगता है कि I'm very happy that this journey has happened in such a way where my father met with an accident, and we were in 10th standard, and he lost his memory. He was in coma for 2-3 years. Literally, my brother Nitu Chandra, who is a national awarded writer director from Bihar, in the language of Bihar Maithili, where I produced the film, and me, both of us we used to literally throw pamphlets in Pragati Maidan and worked in McDonald's, literally frying fries or washing dishes and all of these things. Even though we came from a very well-to-do and well-established family, we decided not to take a single penny from our parents after 10th standard, since such a disaster had happened in our family. लेकिन नहीं, हम लोग बस देखते हैं क्या होता है. क्योंकि मैं स्पोर्ट्स बैकग्राउंड से आती थी, तो मुझे ऐसा लगता नहीं था कि कुछ भी इम्पॉसिबल है दुनिया में. एंड आई थिंक व्हेन यू डिसाइड टू डू समथिंग लाइक दिस, it's manifested. And that's how it started. And I was in Pragati Maidan doing this. And उस वक्त मैं स्कूल में पढ़ रही थी, and छुट्टियों में हम जाते थे वहाँ पे. तो मधु सरकार, प्रदीप सरकार sister, gave me a break of Liberty Footwear. I think उन्होंने मुझे कहीं देखा था, बुलाया, ऑडिशन किया और वो दिया. And I'm really thankful, Madhu Di, you gave me that opportunity. And then Dibakar Banerjee simultaneously gave me the same opportunity of I did an ad with him for Alban Refrigerator, and Binay Pathak was the main lead, and there were 4 girls behind him, and I was one of the girls. And I thought ki ye acha rahega, I can support my education on this, and I started like that. Then I did a lot of TV commercials and all, and one of the TV commercials which I was doing was with Priyadarshan sir and with Mr. Bachchan. Literally we have been brought up, बड़े हुए हैं उनको देख के, तो मैं तो literally कहते ना सुन हो गई थी. And literally I looked at him and I was like, wow. वो एक अपनी एक दुनिया है in his own self, and he's a totally a world of films when you talk about him. So मैंने पार्कर पेन का ad उनके साथ किया था, and then Priyan sir only offered me garam masala, and that's how it started. When they told me that, because तुम school college में अभी हो ही, and then that time you like seeing the actors already in films, and Chura Ke Dil Mera, Guriya Chali, and all of it. And then we have seen like grown like watching all those films, and then you saw I was cast opposite Akshay Kumar and John Abraham, and I was like, are you serious? Because Bihar ke log, they don't think of coming to Bombay. They go to Delhi most of the time because education वहीं पे होती है. तो I came here from, I enrolled myself in IP college and I came here. So that's how the journey started. And after that, after doing Garam Masala, everybody was offering me the same kind of roles. But I saw an article of Madhur Bhandarkar where he said, I'm looking for somebody like Smita Patil. And मैंने उनका नंबर पता करके उनको मैसेज किया, I am your Smita Patil. So he called me to meet him, and when I met him, I went in salwar kameez and तेल वेल लगा के. तो फिल्म का नाम था ट्रैफिक सिग्नल. लाइक क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं आप. लेकिन ऐसे लुक में मैं गई थी कि सिक्योरिटी ने मुझे अंदर भी जाने नहीं दिया. इट्स लाइक नहीं तुम्हारा, मैंने कहा नहीं मैं सही बोल रही, आप पूछ लीजिए. उनके असिस्टेंट थे प्रेम जी, तो मैंने बोला प्रेम सर मुझे मधुर सर ने बुलाया है. So that's how I was auditioned with Kunal. I got that. We were really little, like कोई भी नया आता है तो कैसे मॉडलिंग कर रहा है. You're 16, 17, मैं 2-3 साल फिर मैंने वही किया, and then I got these movies, and then there was no stopping until 2009. Continuously मुझे इंडस्ट्री ने मौका दिया काम करने का, and I was I'm very honored and happy that I'm part of Bollywood for a long time, and also South Indian movies, because Adi Bhagwan came my way where I played a negative and a positive role. I got the Best Actors Award in Saima for that, and Amir Sultan, who's a national awarded director, got me that that position. Then I was a part of Singham 3 with Surya, then Madhavan, of course, 13B, which was in Tamil was Yavram Nallam. Then I did film with Vishal and Jayam Ravi. So the journey was going on. And 2014-15, I started, traveling the world. But before that, 2011-12, I started doing Umrao Jaan. And कहते हैं ना, शेर को जब खून का चस्का लग जाए तो फिर कुछ अच्छा जब तक ना हो तो समझ नहीं आता. I kept training myself. I was positive in my negative times also, because only strength I have is me myself. Like there was a time I felt जो भी था सब चला जा रहा था. My PR left, my management left, everybody left because I was not doing movies, I was doing theatre. So मैंने सोचा यार ऐसे तो कैसे काम करेंगे, you know. लेकिन मैंने realize किया कि if you don't leave your own hand, then it's totally fine. People will come and go in your life, which is fine. But the moment you leave your own hand, then it's not fine. And I never left my own hand. So I started doing theatre. उमराव जान ने मुझे बहुत सिखाया. 2 घंटे मैं लाइव रहती थी स्टेज पर from 17 years to 85. Purva Naresh was a producer and Hidayat Sami was a director. बहुत सारे shows किए पृथ्वी पर and बहुत जगह हम लोगों ने भोपाल में, दिल्ली में, सब जगह shows किए. Shubro was a part of, you know, which Shubhrojit बहुत ही amazing actor हैं वो, और बहुत सारे लोग. निरंजन अयंगर was the lyrics writer and Nida Fazle ji was the lyrics writer for that. I think, you know, my journey has been so incredible. Everything was such a learning curve. वो सीखने के बाद ही I think today where I stand, I deserve it. And why would I say that is कि एक टाइम पे मैं इतना ज़्यादा मतलब सब चीज़ निकलता गया, कोई फिल्म नहीं थी, कुछ पैसे नहीं थे, कुछ भी नहीं था. एंड इतने ऊपर जाने के बाद जब मैं एकदम नीचे गई ना, तो इतना नीचे जा चुकी थी कि उसके बाद नीचे जाने के का मतलब सिर्फ उठना ही हो सकता था. एंड today with a lot of pride I can say I'm a success story of a lot of failures and I'm very proud of it. And this is just the start and I'm going to do a lot of work.
But also, you know, as you said, of course, Nitu, that, you know, you also had been through failures. And you always said that, you know, failures have made you strong.
Yes.
You have said that, you know, failures have been a path for your success.
Yes.
At the same time, when you didn't get roles in Bollywood, when you didn't have more projects, you know, and you didn't have, you know, anything to do, how did you survive? And what made your survival so good that, you know, you directly jumped off to Hollywood, actually?
Financially survivals for item songs, to be very honest. If you see me dancing here and there, you understand that I needed money for sure. And ये कोई rocket science नहीं है. सबको survival के लिए financial background चाहिए होता. I've never taken a single penny from my parents after 10th standard. It's been tough, but there have been people who have supported me, stood by me here and there, and I'm really thankful to all of you guys. And you know, but that was not enough because everybody has their own survivals and everybody's fighting their own life and journey. So I personally felt that I have to support my own self. I kept doing events and appearances and ribbon cuttings, and चूँकि मेरी फिल्में नहीं आ रही थी तो brands were not coming to me, and I realized that your market is lesser because your movies have to be rotating, and if you're not rotating, so work was not much. So the events and brands and this, so I started doing item songs because I thought that I'll do shows and all, but I never did any movie for money ever because that मैं और सब चीज़ करके I will survive. But एक बार तुमने मूवी कर ली, खराब मूवी कर ली, then you know that will be a stamp in your career for a long time. तो मैंने पैसे के लिए कभी भी मूवीज नहीं की, लेकिन मैंने पैसे के लिए आइटम सॉन्ग्स किया है, शोज किया है, appearances, ribbon cutting किया है, because these are the events which is not a part of your career. It doesn't enhance or support your career. It just gives you money, and I needed it. That's how I survived.
As you said, of course, you know, survival is not that easy, and you know, you have been through your tough times. When you were approached or when you were trying for Hollywood, tell us about your experience, you know, how did you manage to do that? Because getting a project over there and a full-fledged role, you know, there have been actresses and actors who have worked over there, but not everyone has made to that mark where they have got such a full-fledged role. Yes. And talking about your role, you have worked so hard, and the way the film is, it revolves around you, Sapir.
Yes.
So tell us about that. How did you manage that?
I would just say manifestation, because I think I keep telling कि भगवान भी इतना टेस्ट लेते लेते थक गया होगा ना कि उनको भी लग रहा होगा कि अब तो इसको देना ही पड़ेगा जो इसको चाहिए. Because I was never giving up. My never giving up attitude got me Never Back Down Revolt with Sony Pictures, and I'm very proud of it. And I promise that every Indian globally, after watching it, will be very proud of me. Is I've done everything on my own. I'm a self-made person. I'm a God-made person, and this just happened in a way that 2 saal se I was like traveling back and forth. In 2019, I was invited for the special screening of Bad Boys of Will Smith's movie at Sony Studio, Culver City. I met David Zalon there, and David Zalon was introduced to me by Palak Patel, who's one of the heads of Sony, who's from Indian origin, and I'm very proud that he sits there and rules the way the aesthetic films he does, and the great films he's doing, and the thought process and the creativity. I'm so happy to see Palak there. So I was very proud of Palak Patel. He got me introduced to David Zalon, and then I started talking to David, and he said, he didn't tell me pehle ki he is a producer of Never Back Down. So वो ऐसी बात करने लगा कि everybody was, all the girls there were thin, fair, blonde hair and blue eyes. I was totally opposite. So brown skin, black hair, literally like dark brown hair, curvaceous, and I didn't have blue eyes for sure. So he looked at me, he's like, oh, you're from India, it's amazing. Oh, you're an actor, wow. I said, yeah, and I'm looking at doing, stuff here, and I'm looking at making my opportunities globally, actually. Not only English or Hollywood. Some Korean stuff is coming my way. I did a Greek film. I'm looking forward to doing action and stuff in my own country. I'm like, I'm sitting right here. Give me a call. Everybody who knows me, they know that I answer everyone. I make sure that I do. Coming back to what David Zalon, I told him that I'm looking at doing things here, and he said, so what all you can do? I just told him, I'm a black belt 4 dan in Taekwondo. I've represented India 3 times, and I'm fucking good. I'm sure you can beep that out. But I did say I'm fucking good. And I looked at him for 5 seconds, and he saw me and he said, you are an action actor? I said, yes, I'm an action actor. And he said, can you, then the first line was, can you come to meet my writer in 2 days' time at Sony? Let's have lunch together. I said, sure. And next day, I went to meet Audrey. She's the writer of the movie. I went to meet Audrey for lunch, and of course David was there. So by the end of the meeting, David said, write a story, design a character around Nitu and her skills.
That's so good. That's so good.
Because of my confidence and the way I presented myself, he had never taken an audition. He never did a look test. And I looked at David, and I looked at Audrey and Craig, who was my producer, another producer, 2 producers, David and Craig. And I was like, really? Because all this while I was roaming around trying to meet people, getting auditions done. This movie I got without audition, without look test. And isko to kismati keh sakte hain.
And people won't believe this, to be very honest.
Yeah. No, but you can talk to David about this. He will tell you. So when he told Audrey like this, and then David turned towards me and he said, I'm going to do a blind bet on you. And I looked at him and I said, and you won't regret, I promise. He said, I expect that from you, from a martial artist. Because he himself is a martial artist. He's a senior person, been in the industry for 30 years. He knows who's talking what. ऐसा नहीं है ना कि तुम बोल दोगे और तुम करोगे नहीं. You guys have done a video, you know what I can do, and you can see the movie, what I can do. It's all over Book My Show or iTunes or Google Play. Go watch it and see. कहते हैं ना, प्रत्यक्ष को प्रमाण की आवश्यकता नहीं होती है. So you will see what I am capable of, what I can do. Put my heart and soul there. And when David said that, I started working really, really hard. And then I came to India in 2020 in February and got stuck here. Then in July, August, I got a call from David saying we want to shoot in London. I'm like, London? itna midst of COVID, you want to shoot in London? He said, yeah, we got the permission, we shoot in London. तुम training करना शुरू कर दो. Because उस वक्त तो हम सब सिर्फ खा रहे थे, खाना बना रहे थे COVID के बीच में. हाँ, राज, आपने भी यही किया होगा. So everybody, all of us did the same thing. And I had put on like 5-6 kgs.
Okay.
Then I said, no, I've put on weight. He said, no, I don't want you to be skinny. I want you to be muscular. I want to look like a fighter. I said, okay, great. Then I called my trainer, Amrit. And I said, Amrit Dole, I need your help. He was so gracious, and I'm really thankful to him. I will always be thankful to Amrit. Because COVID time में जहाँ allow नहीं था दरवाजे से बाहर निकलना, वहाँ Amrit came home. He used to do my stretching and everything here. We used to put mask and go to the park, run there, train there, 4 in the morning जब कोई नहीं होता तब वैसे हम लोग ट्रेनिंग किया 2-3 महीने. And when I reached London, I met my best friend, Kelly Madison, my director. She had so much faith in me, and we sat together. We started talking कि ऐसे करना है. We brainstormed a lot of things and stuff like that. And more I kept brainstorming with her and David Zalon. My story, my role, my character kept increasing and increasing. Even though it was already one of the main leads, it kept increasing. Then I met Tim Man, and you know I call all these people my Buddhas. Saxon, my Buddha; Amrit, my Buddha; Tim Man, my fight master. First 2 days we did the fight everything with Dan Styles, another choreographer and fight master. But he never asked me what Tim asked me. Tim asked me, what is your forte? What do you specialize in? I said, I specialize in kicks. And he incorporated a lot of kicks for me. So these were my Buddhas around, who, because my mother is big time into Buddhism, and I started chanting a big way. So I kept manifesting this. So Kelly Madison, then David Zalon, and Tim Man there in London. We started training for 3 weeks as the whole fight. And then you got Michael Bisping, who is a middleweight world champion, UFC. He was in the movie. Then I met all the cast and crew. Olivia Popica, who plays Anya, a fantastic person, actor. Brooke, who played the negative role, amazing. Then I have Hannah. Then I have Vanessa. I have my very best friend in the movie, who's plays Valentina. You know, Diana Horos, a very big star from Colombia. So all these people were so good, and I had such a great time working, shooting. By the end of the movie, I got 3 standing ovations throughout the movie, and by the end of the movie, my producer, David Zalon, told me, nobody in the world could have played better Jaya than you. And I was like, David, say this in the press, say this in the media. And he was like, I will. You just wait and watch. Anybody wants my quote, give them my number. I said, okay. So I was very proud of the fact that I kept my words. I justified my character. I was there as thought I would be. And I actually dropped my craft.
That is so good to hear. But you know, Nitu, you also thanked Irfan Khan, who somewhere motivated you to be a part of Hollywood. Can you tell us something about that?
Well, we all love Irfan, sir, and you know, I will for once clear the whole air because everybody's been asking me. So in 2017, when I was in New York, people were calling me Brazilian or Italian and all of it. And I was like, why can't I make an opportunity here or an opportunity globally? You know, what stops me? I think I should just do it. And I messaged Irfan sir saying, Irfan sir, you know, you've been working here. I would like to go to LA and meet people there because I think, you know, I can do it. Just once given an opportunity. And he was shooting in London, and he said, sure, I will get you introduced. So he did get me introduced to Jay Khanna, who was his manager that time. And I went to meet Jay Khanna. But you know what happens when a senior introduces you to his manager? The manager will give you some tips and all of these things, but that's about it.
Then you have to...
That's about it, yeah. And then after that, I never met Jay. That was like a 15-20 minutes meeting. I came back. I was in India for a long time. Nothing happened at all. And then in 2019, I think 27th of January, I went back to LA, did my share of audition, fight, running around, met. I tried to get in touch with Jai Khanna, but he himself is doing a lot of projects, so I never got in touch with him. So nothing happened literally. And, and then Never Back Down happened. So with Irfan sir, the first time I ever entered LA, Irfan sir introduced me to Jai Khanna, and that's about it. Whatever I have done today and where I am today, the credit is to me, myself, and my fight. But I love him, I respect him.
Chandra single right now?
Oh, well, I am not single. I am married to my work right now. I'm married to my work right now. And I'm working, and I know it's a very cliche answer to give, but I'm not looking at getting married or anything, but if it happens, you will know. Yes, I like somebody, but let's see what happens.
That's so sweet of you. And Nitu, I really wish to see more of your films. And of course, I'm going to watch this one. Thank you so much for your lovely time.
Thank you so
much. And of course, the martial arts is something which we should also be learning. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, everybody. I come from Bihar to Hollywood. This is my journey, rise of the underdog, and I think I deserve it. Please watch my movie Never Back Down Revolt. It's online on Book My Show, iTunes, and Google Play. And please tell me, what do you think? Write on Instagram or Twitter, and I promise I'll answer you. And I have changed my spelling back to what original it was. It's Nitu Chandra Srivastava. A lot of people ask me why Srivastava. I've lost my dad to cancer. To honor him, I have added his last name to my name. So it's Nitu Chandra Srivastava, and that is why it's Srivastava. So don't think I got married. I did not. When I get married, you all will know. Thank you so much.